Christianity at all?
Actually, it's crazy. Like, we had the white pictures of Jesus in our crib. The crosses and holy water, and none of that stuff mean nothing to me, man. Like, I was a dude who was addicted to the street. Street life really was drawn to me. Fast forward, moved down south. My mom and 4 boys moved down south because there's 4 Benning out here. She had an aunt and uncle. So moved out here after my pops died, man. Just chasing the streets, gang violence, smoking weed, just getting into the whole thing, man. It wasn't until actually in 2002, man, all my life I was in special ed. Typical inner city kid, couldn't read that good. I knew more Biggie lines than I knew English, right? And so, my wife, she's originally from here. My wife is African American. She's a Southern Belle. She kind of grew up in the black church. And her grandmother had gave us a Bible one day, man. We fornicated, shacking up, living together. And one day, man, in God's providence, man, I came home feeling like a sucker for the Bible. Never read the Bible in my life. Parents never took me to church. I just knew that I was convicted over my sin, and just the life that I was living, just the guilt and the shame and the suicidal thoughts. And man, I searched Muslim theology. Being from New York, 5% nation, all that stuff, man, and none of that stuff brought me true happiness and true joy and true satisfaction. It wasn't until, man, Romans chapter 6, man, the Lord knocked me in my face, man, and I seen the glory of Jesus, man, and changed my life ever since. Now I do a ministry called Block Huggers Ministry. It's an urban discipleship ministry where we in the hood, we live in the hood. We just don't come and drop bombs on folks, but we actually live in the hood, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ. Because one thing, polite, man, growing up in the inner city, man, I never seen solid evangelical Christians, urban cats from a hip-hop culture who love Jesus and knew their stuff. I seen 5%ers, I seen Hebrew Israelites, I seen Black Consciousness Movement, but I never seen cats who was beast in the scriptures and knew Jesus. And so the rest of my life, man, I want to dedicate to being an urban missionary, urban apologist, to just preach Christ, man. So that's my story in a nutshell, man. That's me, bro.
So where does the Jew part come in? Is that more like Hebrew Israelite?
Nah. I mean, my father was Jewish by title. Like, I never met my Jewish family, man. Like, they being on the half Dominican, they looked at us as spics. Like, they didn't want no dealings with us. You filthy. There was the Orthodox Hasidic Jews you see in Brooklyn, like in Crown Heights. Crown Heights, Washington, Crown Heights and stuff, so they didn't, Yep. So, I never really met. Matter of fact, it's crazy. My grandfather called my mom like some years back. He was writing a book. He didn't want to talk because he had some money. He just wanted to know a little bit about his grandkids. He didn't want no dealings with us. He just wanted to write a book, but we had no dealings with that. So I'm a Christian, a follower, a disciple of Jesus Christ. So the reason why, I just want to say thank you. Say first thank you, bro. Thank you. Huh?
I said no doubt. And let me say this. The reason why I elected to do the show with you is because your correspondence was respectful. And that's all I ask from people. Just be respectful. And we can get it in. We got a platform here. Thousands of people are going to see this. Day one is going to do over 10,000. That's an absolute fact. And so I don't want to waste the people's time hearing us get into more contention than education. You know what I mean? Now, we could do some debating, but I definitely don't want to misrepresent my people in my deliberations. So all I need is a little respect. And the energy was nice. So I said, man, you know what? I got a little free time. This is interesting. Let's do it. I'm always open to hear somebody come from some kind of different perspective. Because honestly, I'm not sitting here trying not to believe. I'm sitting here in disbelief. Two different things. And I'm hoping you do a great job today. I may not be or transformation but what would be nice is to hear something sensible. What would be nice is to hear something that also contribute onto my life. And so you have the platform. whether it's your intention or not, whoever speaks inadvertently representing that community, whether that's your intention or not. It's just people looking at you. So through you is where they're going to get their perspective of the community of people that's making similar subscriptions. So that's not to put pressure on you. That's just simply to say, we here, and I thank you for being respectful. I thank you for keeping up with what's going on. And this is unique, and I want to give people more opportunities to make it happen on this platform, and let's compare and contrast ideas and views. I will not light it on you. I'm gonna tell you that. I will not light it. If I hear something crazy, I'm respectful, but I will not lighten up.
Yeah. So let me give context, man. Like, the reason why, like, I reached out, bro. I'm a dude, man. The Lord saved me in 2002, man. Like, I have a heart for cats, man. Like, I was always self-centered in the world, and when the Lord saved me, man, he made me like a cupcake, bro. Like, I have a heart for dudes, man, especially urban cat. This is real talk. I watch Vlad TV because I'm a study of the culture. Like, I'm not excluded. Like, I'm in the culture, right? Bringing Christ to the culture. So I've seen some of your interviews and learned about some of your testimony about your mom and dad. And I ain't gonna front, bro. That mug remind me of my family. Like, my father died when I was 10. Had a lot of anger and bitterness towards God. I was born with a heart condition at birth. Like, I almost died. I just had a pacemaker put in 6 weeks ago. I almost died again. You know what I'm saying? And so, this for me, I don't know for you, it's not about views. I don't care if there's 1 million watches or if there's 2 watches. My main thing, bro, is for what I stand on is, like, I believe eternity is at stake. Like, we can go back and forth and talk about things, but my heart is to reach cats for the gospel. But yeah, just seeing your heart and seeing like you had some issues or something, man. Let me reach out to this brother, man. Like, I don't know, like, yo, it's polite verse so and so. Like, I don't care about that stuff. Like, I'm like, let me just chop it up with this dude, man. Like, he's from BK, I'm from BK. Like, let's get it in, man. He about hip hop culture. Like, let's get it in, bro. So that's kind of the context of why I reached out to you, man. Anybody that knows me, man, I'm a relationship dude. Like, I don't want to talk Twitter too much. Like, let's exchange numbers. Nobody has to watch. It could be me and you chopping it up. Yeah, that's kind of like the context, bro. Yeah, but let's get it in, man. Any questions that you have about Christianity or whatever, like. First, do this for me. I heard a little bit on the Vlad joint, but like, what's your testimony? Did you kind of grow up in church? You seen some stuff that was shaky, then you came out of it, or like, what's your story, and what all do you believe? I know you're Black consciousness, but like, what was the umbrella of your movement?
No problem. I'd rather you ask me some questions first. I really like it that way, and then I can ask mine. I will tell you this, for those who may not know out there on the stream, I come from a family that was dissected amongst religions. So the mother side of my family, when my mother was around, was into Sunni Islam. And the family I was immediately part of, my grandmother, she was hold on, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm doing a live stream, baby. I'm not excited, okay? Right, can you get the right? Did you go for them out there? Let me tell you. Alright. Man. Oh, I'm sorry.
How you good, bro? I understand. I got wife, kids, so.
I'm sorry. You don't normally answer my screens, but my daughter just left.
Hey, I like it like that, man. I like it raw. I don't like it. It's cool, man.
No doubt.
I might have my daughter pop in a minute, so it's family, man. So.
All right, cool. So we're gonna get it in. I don't want no interruptions. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, so Rad's coming. Keep in mind I'm on the live stream, okay?
Alright, sorry.
No problem, baby. Love you. turn up, family. Get ready to share this video, family. We're about to turn all the way up. This is just introductory. Hopefully this brother becomes a part of the community. Hopefully this could be his introduction.
Bro, I want to say that this is funny, bro. You look like there's 3 people y'all all look alike. You look, you, Papoose, and that battle rapper named I think it's XL. I don't know if you know who that is.
Look up XL. I heard Papoose before.
Yeah, XL is 5%. I think he's 5%.
And I think it's a matter of how people think and the community culture they come from and the food that they eat. Because I hear the Papoose thing, and I hear my voice sounds like DayZ a lot of times. Like especially when I'm more laid back. I hear Don Cheetah. I hear RZA. I hear a lot of stuff, man. So it's all good. Those are looking like successful people. That's great. And I'm embodying success. That's great. Yeah. So where I'm at is this. On mother's side of the family, Sunni Islam. My grandmother, who sent me to Holy Rosary Catholic School, paying the tuition. While my father was working at a supermarket packing bags, I think, or managing Sloan's. He had dropped out of school, college that is, to help raise my sister and I from the way the legend goes. And so, Brother Inky, I see you just put on mute. These guys were supposed to come in earlier before you came on, so we can promote a future show. So what I'm gonna do is put them on at the cusp, at the latter stages of the show instead. So Inky, if you could stay on. I don't know if KT got the name. You could just stay on. Listen. Oh, what's up, brother? You can listen in, and then when we're closing the show out, we can talk about what we will be doing in the future. All right?
KT got to roll out, so we probably won't be able to stay on that long.
Come here. Clear technology. Y'all for an hour. Y'all know eyes are nose. We only see this.
Clear?
AT just looks like a supernatural.
Still outside?
All we can see is your teeth, black man. Literally, black man.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, we just gotta get something clear, because if we're gonna do a stream with y'all, we gotta do this right.
All right, so you know what? We got to do it.
We have a health.
Yeah.
We have a health conference coming up, family, where we're gonna have a lot of pillars all together at the same time, dropping that knowledge free for all. We're gonna compare and contrast notes, and we still gonna sharpen skills. So I hope y'all look forward to that. It's gonna be this week. We're gonna have a healing conference, and we're gonna communicate about where we all agree upon, because I have a building, right, and I'm trying to make it like CPS, in the sense that we'll set up multiple herbs from different people. Because the thing in the community is, if I got herbs, only I sell my herbs only in this. Everybody else in our community, you get offended when someone tries to sell a so-called competing product. But the way the real world works, your product is next to another product, next to another product. And it actually works better that way, because you can see what's working for others is not working for you. And each person can charge each other with the conviction to heighten their criteria for business, whether it's labeling or customer satisfaction
Or quality.
marketing. So that's what we're looking to do. So I want to bring all the healers together, and let's see where we can share notes, and let's see where we disagree on. So ultimately, it's for unity purposes. It's not to get the healers to be further apart from each other. It's for us to heal by demonstrating healing through our deliberations. So that's coming up, and KT and Brother Inky and the same thing will be soon. But many people that will be part of the healing conference, internet conference, this week.
Yeah, can we do it in the daytime?
Yeah, we can do it daytime. Let's talk about that when I get off the stream. Hopefully, I can watch some of the stream until KT has somewhere else to go. So good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
You all ready? Hell yeah.
All right. So without further ado, right here, he's about to put some pain in. So he says about Christianity. First, I'm just giving him an introduction about my religious background, and allowing him to ask me some things he needs to know before as it relates to Christianity, because he contends that he can expound on the corpus, the religious corpus, a lot better than the likes of some of the people that I've been speaking to. So I don't cherry pick my opponents. People like to say that I'm doing a good job, tearing ass, pause. But I don't cherry pick opponents. So what I did, I got a random brother to come here into the fold, and also not only was he very respectful in his correspondence, straight to the point, he seemed very sincere, like, I need to let you know Christ. I said, man, this brother, the way he came off, he seemed so sincere, like he really believed Christ exists. I said, I gotta put this brother on here. And again, like, man, and if you feel at any point going too hard, just let me know. Like, that's all I ask. But I'm gonna let you know, I cannot allow you to just say anything. I can let you speak. I'm not gonna cut you off like that. And if I do, forgive me when I do. You cut me off, this is allowed too. You know, I gotta set the rules so you understand what's going on. But it's going to get intense if you start the spooky talk. Now, I respect the fact you feel you've been saved by Christ. I respect that. We can all credit who has saved us. Objectively, if you focus on Christ, and that is your contention, that he saved you, you're entitled to your personal experience. What I endeavor to do is to see if it's even possible for me to share in some of your personal experience, or is it only exclusive to you and cannot be reconciled within the disbelief of such as myself. That's what the issue is. Can we separate the personal experience you have with Christ and share it amongst humanity in the name of Christ? Or is that a separate and different occurrence that you choose to accredit to Christ, that I may choose to accredit to my wife, who's actually alive, who's physical, everyone knows actually exists? These are the questions we're going to bring to you. I don't want you to get uncomfortable. You got an opportunity to get out the street right now. You got an opportunity to get out right now, and everybody can love you as a man and embrace Christ and looking to do better with his life. Before this thing gets recorded. So look, my family's Sunni. On my mother's side, my father's side, Holy Catholics, Roman Holy Catholics. And then there was my father, who was on the 5% grind, who I leaned more towards his information than everybody else for the time that my father was around me till he left. So that's where it comes from. And in each of the three gods that my family is making subscriptions to, everybody remained broke. Everybody remained sick. Inside of that everybody, some were incarcerated. Some were shot. Okay, so it goes without saying that maybe we was praying wrong. Maybe the three gods that we had at our disposal, maybe the people were praying wrong. I need to hear you tell me something about why these occurrences could even transpire, because we didn't have one God. We didn't have two gods. We had three gods, or at the very least three perspectives. If you want to say they're all the same God, fine, but not according to those scriptures. Because some of those scriptures say don't trust the Christians, don't trust the Jews. Some of these scriptures be banging on the other scriptures. Nonetheless, I had three opportunities to pray to three different gods, and I certainly did, because I was abused into believing in those three gods coming from a black household. How might I now accredit anything great to God? Because it struck out three times. Is there another religion that I really should be in, which is the true and living God's profession of who man is and represents to him as it relates to him being the creator? Or is this all a figment of my imagination because I would just like to believe something greater and higher exists that was concerned with me specifically. I'm not telling you there's no higher powers and forces, but the religious perspective is hard to swallow.
Away from the public because displaying them would be dangerous, macabre, or simply impossible to explain. 70 pieces scattered across museums around the world. Some of these will keep you up for days. Number 1. At the Whitby Museum in England, there's a mummified human hand kept under glass. They call it the Hand of Glory. In the Middle Ages, thieves made these hands from the limbs of hanged criminals. The legend said that by lighting the fingers like candles, everyone in the house would stay asleep while you robbed everything. This one was found in 1935, hidden inside the wall of a cottage in Yorkshire. They confirmed it is human. How it was preserved, nobody knows to this day. Number 2. In Key West, the technician Carl Tanzler fell in love with Elena de Hoyos, a 22-year-old patient with tuberculosis. When she died in 1931, he paid for the burial and visited the grave nearly every night. 2 years later, he stole the body in a toy wagon and took it home. He lived with it for 7 years. He stuffed it with cloth, wired the bones together, put in glass eyes and a wig made from her hair. When they discovered it in 1940, he was not even arrested. Number 3. In a peat bog in Denmark in 1950, 2 brothers cutting peat found a body so well preserved they called the police, thinking it was a recent crime. It was the Tolland man, killed more than 2,000 years ago in the Iron Age. He still had a rope tight around his neck. He was hanged, probably as a sacrifice. The chemistry of the bog preserved the entire face, stubble and all. Scientists even discovered what his last meal was. Number 4. Charles Byrne, the Irish giant, stood nearly 7 feet, 7 inches tall and became a spectacle in 18th century London. Dying in 1783, he left a clear request. He did not want to be dissected or displayed, and he wanted to be buried at sea. The surgeon John Hunter bribed people to steal the body. Byrne's skeleton was displayed for 2 centuries at the Hunterian Museum, against his will. Only in 2023 did the museum decide to remove it from public view. Number 5. William Burke and his accomplice Hare killed approximately 16 people in Edinburgh in 1828 and sold the bodies to the doctor Robert Knox for dissection. Hare turned informant and walked free. Burke was hanged in 1829 and, as punishment, accepted in public. From the worst part, found a small rock with his skin, and it remains at the surgeon's hall to this day. The skeleton still hangs in the Anatomy Museum at the University of Edinburgh. Number 6. Buddhist monks become Greeks, bark, doused with arsenic to dry the body from the and then buried themselves alive in the chamber, breathing through a bamboo tube and burning every day. They stopped. They were dead. Years later, they were unearthed. They had not rotted and became Buddha. Number 7. In 2011, Russian police entered the apartment of the historian Anatoly Moskvin in Nizhny Novgorod and found 29 life-size dolls throughout the house. They were not dolls, they were the bodies of girls and young women he had dug up from cemeteries, mummified and dressed. Inside the chest of several, he hid music boxes that played when someone touched them. Moskvin gave them names and even threw birthday parties for them. He was committed to a psychiatric hospital. Number 8. In the fall of 2001, someone mailed letters containing a brown powder to newsrooms and senators in the United States. The powder was anthrax. The first to die was the photo editor Robert Stevens, who inhaled the powder without knowing what it was. In the end, 5 people died and another 17 fell ill. After being decontaminated, some of the letters ended up at the Smithsonian National Postal Museum. They were kept locked away from the public for years. Number 9. John Wayne Gacy killed 33 young men and, in his spare time, dressed up as a clown at children's parties under the name Pogo. In prison, he started painting and made self-portraits of himself as Pogo. It is not just the story behind it that is frightening. They say the canvas carries bad luck. A musician who bought the painting in 2001 says that shortly after, his dog died and his mother was diagnosed with cancer. He passed it to a friend. The misfortune seemed to follow the painting. Number 10. The Smithsonian keeps watches, airplane dials, and old instruments coated in radium paint. In the 20th century, they were glowed in the dark and seen like factory workers had the radium was crushed to sharpen the tip. Many fell ill and died of radiation poisoning. Those objects remain radioactive to this day. Number 11. Forget the porcelain dolls in movies. The real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann, one of those cloth dolls from a fair. That is precisely what makes it worse. Investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren kept her behind glass with a sign, "Positively do not open." They said priests had to bless the room. The most repeated story is about a man who kept tapping on the glass and mocking the doll. That very night, he died in a motorcycle accident. Number 12. At Fort East Martello in Key West sits the doll Robert, made in Germany around 1944. He belonged to a boy named Gene Otto, who talked to the doll for hours. The parents swore they heard 2 voices in the room, and the neighbors said they saw Robert moving from one window to another. When they found furniture overturned, the boy always said the same thing. Robert did it. Number 13. In 2003, a man bought for $20 at a flea market a beat-up doll named Harold.
Doll is ugly.
The old man selling it insisted on telling the story. Harold had been a gift for his son, who died shortly after. Since then, he heard singing and laughter in the empty room. He tried to burn the doll, but it would not catch fire. The buyer took it anyway. Soon came migraines, the cat died, and the voices returned. Number 14. The Armenian-American painter Arshil Gorky had a life of tragedy. Studio fire, cancer, betrayal, a car accident that broke his neck, and suicide in 1948.
If
They say his works are cursed. They
1948,
fall off walls, catch fire, and people swear they see near them a ghost with black hair and a blue overcoat. In 1962, a plane crashed 2 minutes after takeoff, killing all 95 on board. It was carrying 15 Gorky paintings, all destroyed. Number 15. The Polish artist Zdzisław Beksinski painted nightmarish scenes, landscapes rotting, twisted figures. His own life was dark. His wife died in 1998, and his son killed himself on Christmas Eve of 1999.
Damn.
In 2005, the painter was found dead in his Warsaw apartment with 17 stab wounds. The killer was a 19-year-old, the son of his caretaker, furious over a denied loan. They say his works attract
Over a
bad energy.
loan?
Number 16. At the President Museum in Canada lives the doll Mandy, in a locked display case with a warning, no flash. She arrived in 1991 after the previous owner found her among her grandmother's things. She swore she heard a baby crying from the trunk where the doll was stored. At the museum, the reports did not stop. An employee left Mandy overnight in a lab, and by morning the room was trashed. The stuffed lamb appeared outside the locked display case. Number 17. The Codex Gigas is a gigantic medieval manuscript, nearly 3 feet tall and weighing about 165 pounds, bound in leather. The nickname, the Devil's Bible, comes from a full-page illustration of Satan in the middle of the book. Legend says a monk wrote all of it in a single night. He packed with the devil to escape execution. Today, it sits at the National Library of Sweden, almost never touched. Inks and treated leather contain toxins. Number 18. In 1918, in Japan, a young man bought a doll for his little sister, Okiku. The girl loved the gift and carried it everywhere. The following year, she fell ill and died, still clutching the doll. The family set up an altar and placed the doll there in her memory. That was when they noticed something. The doll's hair, which had been short and trimmed, seemed to be growing. The family delivered the doll to a temple where
with tents.
Let me give you another example of this, if you don't mind. I'm going to use another biblical story.
Why are you biblicaling? The lights are flickering behind you, almost like God.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, where should I sit? Just a question, right? We'll find out. We'll get into it, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. Nephew, what you got for us today?
The title of this is Condom Cleaners. I know, condom cleaners. Let's go, cat dog. You because pranking is serious business. Okay?
Is it?
It's serious business. You gotta take it that way. You don't come in here loose. You don't come in here laughing and teaching. That ain't what prank is.
Oh, no.
When you come in with your prank face on and you are ready to deliver, okay? And that's what I got for you. Now, this is called Condom Cleaners. It is serious and needed in your life. Let's go right here. Come on, cat dog. Condom Cleaners.
Tamika. How you doing? I'm the manager over here. Listen, did you bring some clothes in this morning?
No, I didn't bring anything into you this morning.
Okay. Well, listen, we got an order that was dropped off this morning here. It's a couple suits, some business shirts, and a few other things. But there's actually been some articles actually left in the clothing. So...
my husband probably brought that down.
Okay.
He dropped it off this morning?
It was dropped off like around 7 this morning, but it's worth like about $100 cash in the pocket. There's a couple business cards. There's a cuff link here. I looked all over. There's only one cuff link, and then there's 2 condoms in here. So I wanted to see if you guys wanted me to put this in a plastic bag or something and have it
Can you repeat what was left in there again?
Well, like I said, we got it's like right at 100, maybe $105 of cash. There's a business card from an insurance company. There's another business card for, what is this? This is,
What else was left?
Right, I'm trying to tell you about all the business cards.
I'm not interested in the business card because you said something else.
No, there's a cuff link that we can't find the other cuff link. It's there. We look all over the place. We can't find it, but we don't see that either.
What else is in his pocket?
Like I said, you got $100 in here. There's some.
No. You had said something to me. Now I need you to say.
There's business cards. There's an insurance card.
Business card. You said something else.
There's a cuff link in here that we can.
You said something else.
Oh, okay. What's the last? There's 2 condoms in here. Hello?
What did you say?
Like I said, there's $100 in here. There's
No,
some business.
did you say there was some condoms in there?
There's 2. There's 2 extra large condoms in here. Hello?
I'm here. I'm just trying to digest all the stuff that you had just said that was in my husband's pocket. Now, are you sure
man. She hurt.
Well, it has. I mean, make sure you know the items, ma'am. There's a gray suit. There's also a solid blue suit. That
sounds familiar, but I'm not understanding what you were just trying to tell me. That was the condom.
The phone number that I called, the number that's attached to this actual order. So, I mean, this is the number we have on file. Is this his number or your home number or was your cell? What number is this?
This is our house number.
Okay.
I just don't believe, what you're telling me, because we just celebrated our anniversary last week. Is this is
what's wrong, man?
what's wrong? Well, first of all, we married and we never used condoms. Then you up there calling me talking about he got condoms left in his suit coat pocket. I'm not understanding. Oh, I know he ain't shitting on me.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, they could have been there.
Well, why he would have condoms in his pocket? That just don't make any damn sense. If we married and we don't use condoms, well, why the would he have condoms in his pocket?
I don't know, man. You'd have to talk to Chris about that one. I guess my main reason is you want me to.
Well, wait a minute. I wanted to know, did you clean anything yet? Did you clean the soup?
No, we haven't cleaned it. I just started starting stuff, and
I don't want you to clean a thing. And all those articles that you said, I want you to put it. I want you to put everything, including them damn kernels. I want you to put it in the bag. I want you to put it in the bag. Don't clean nothing, because I'm going to come up there and I'm going to pick everything up.
Okay, I mean, I'll be here all day. Like I said, my name is Brad, and I'll be here if you want me to, put them to the side. I won't clean them. I'll just put them to the side, and I'll leave them in the same laundry bag he had when he dropped them off.
I'm a Chris. I don't believe it. I'm a good years of my life, and he going to turn around and cheat on me. You make sure you don't clean up thing, because I'm going to stay inside all that my damn self. You put all that in the bag, I'm going to call my job and let them know I'm not coming in today. Well, now I'm going to get caught.
Slow down. I don't want you to get too hysterical. I mean, you're getting a little irate. Are you okay?
I'm going to be all right. I am going to be all right. When I get up there, Chris is going to get up. That's all I got to say. You make sure you have all that stuff not clean. I don't want you to clean it. I want you to put all that other that you said that you found in his pocket. You put all that in the bag. Because Chris is, I don't know who you think he's with.
Okay, Miss Tamika, would you like for me to call Chris?
I don't want you. No. Look, Bobby. I don't want you to
No,
call Chris.
man. Wait a minute. Wait. My name's Brad. I'm Brad.
I don't give a damn what your name is, sir. I really don't. Okay? The Chris is going to get up. You just put everything in the bag, sir, like I had asked you to. I am on my way down there, and Chris, no, this ain't going down this way. We just renewed our vows. And matter of fact, those condoms come in 3, and you up there talking about there's 2 left? What the I'm not understanding. I know how to do my math. Okay? Chris is going to get up when you get home tonight.
Here's something else in the pocket, too. There's a note in here.
A note? What does it say?
Okay, man, you know what? This has gotten way out of hand. I don't want to.
And you need to quit telling me I'm just in his pocket. Would you read that to me? Matter of fact, I want that in the bag, too. The more evidence I have, the better off it's going to be for me. I'm going to get up. What did the note say?
The note says, this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your husband, Chris, I beat the prank phone call you.
Oh, my God. Chris was going to die tonight. We're going to have a barbecue in his honor. Do you hear me, Tommy? Do you hear me? Oh, my God, Chris. I don't believe this is to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Tommy.
Hey, baby, let me ask you this. What's the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby. Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I must admit that was wrong to me. I will do. It was wrong on so many levels.
Yes.
But at the same time, how good was it? You see what I'm saying? The amount of energy that was put in it, and you see all the craft that came together. How good was it? It was
But you crushed her. You crushed her.
And that's what pranking
And then
is,
you gonna
Carla.
play, and then you playing with her and crush her.
Yeah.
That was too much. Yeah.
Okay, well,
It hurt my feelings.
you digest the prank the way you want to digest it. That's how you do it. You digest it the way you want to digest it. Anyway, I'm gonna be with Earthquake, shaking it up, Father's Day comedy.
Get over it.
I'm with Earthquake Father's Day comedy show, New Jersey Pack, baby. That's going down Father's Day night. That is June 18th. New Jersey Pack. Father's Day. Tickets are on sale right now. You don't want to miss it. We are shaking it up with the one and only Earthquake in the building. So y'all get ready. All right? Stop by the cleaners and pick up some condoms on the way to the show.
No! What? Coming up, Strawberry Letters. Subject, where should I sit? We'll get into it right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my Strawberry Letter for today, and the subject is sleeping in the next room.
Sleeping in the next room.
All right. We'll find out what that's all about. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call, which is, of course, Nav.
Before we get started, Shirley, it's going down Saturday night at Westwick, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 2-Ray in the building, Craig McLaren in the building, Lou Nail in the building. Hosted by yours truly, Nephew Tommy. Saturday night, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And Philly, if you're listening, I'm going to see if I can get us a nice little warm-up. If he ain't doing nothing this Saturday, bring him on out of retirement, maybe. I'm gonna give him, you know how to do it when you first start. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, let you go out there and do 5.
See how he does.
Well, I ain't gonna do that, Tommy, because, Paul, he's...
The caller from the last...
Come on down, Paul. Come on to the show. I'm gonna let Steve open up, give us 5. And then I'm gonna come on out there and do what I do. So yeah, it's tickets on sale right now. All right, me and Lou Nail in the building. That's it. This right here is if you're gonna rob a bank, you need to do it in style. You need to know how to do it. So this is the limo bank job. Limo bank job. I recommend if you ever think about robbing a bank, limo is probably the way to go. Let's go, Captain.
That's what you recommend. What?
I mean, if you in that line of work, you know what I'm saying? If you in that line. Well, then a hearse then. I mean, one of the two. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Captain.
Good afternoon. How can I help you? I'm trying to get Cecil. Yeah, this Cecil. Hey, Cecil, one of my boys gave me your number, man. I'm trying to get a car service for tonight. Okay, listen, this is my personal number. Do you have the main number? I keep calling the main line, but ain't nobody answering. I done called that about 6-7 times. It keep rolling over to a voicemail or something. Okay, brother. What's your name? My name's Tony. Okay, listen, Tony. I got a customer in the back. Let me get them out. You got a few moments? I'm here to drop off. Let me get the dope form and all that. You want me to call you back? Hold the phone. All right? Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Have a good evening. All right, Tony? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, now, you say you called the main line and you on the voicemail or something like that? You called the main line, but, I know I'm calling at the last minute, dog. I'm trying to get a car for tonight, man. Okay, what you need? Listen, we got the SUV, we got a sedan or 2. We got a couple limos, white or black. What you need? If I could get like a black limousine, be cool. Okay, we got that. What time? Where I'm picking you up? What time? What it costs, for an hour? Because all I need is an hour. Well, it's 65 hours. Minimum. First 3 hours. 65 hours. Okay. See, so all I need is an hour, man. 45 minutes. So you think they'll work with me? Well, you can't get them, so you do. Let me see. I'll tell you what. I'll do you for $150 and I'll get paid. But now I want you to know, I don't let them know everything, so I got to have either credit card or receipt or something on the thing to let them know, because I'm not no crooked brother. I'm going to let them know everything that I'm doing with that work money. I give you $150 to pick me up. That's no problem, man. Where am I picking you up and at what time? All right, I'm at 98 Village Drive. 98 Village Drive. Okay, 94. And where am I taking you, sir? I'm going downtown on Capitol Street. Downtown on Capitol Street. All right. And what time am I picking you up? You could get me like at 11:45 tonight. That'd be good. 11:45. Okay. That's 45 minutes, get to an hour you gonna need. That's Friday, next week. That's actually 12:45, 12:30, 12:45. Okay, good then. Let me see. That's what? You didn't give me an address. I don't even know the address. Bank downtown. Can I ask you something? Funny, right? Yeah, not trying to get any business. You know, we don't ask questions usually, but a bank at night's gonna be closed. I mean, you not going to work because I got to take you back. So you dropping off to somebody or something like that, right? No, I ain't dropping nothing off. I'm picking something up. See, what I need you to do is this right here. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to be in there probably like about 15 minutes. But when I come out, man, I need you to have the car running, and we need to get out of there. Wait a minute. You asking me to run you down to a bank at midnight, and you picking something up at midnight, and I got to be ready to go when you come out. Me and my boys, when we come out of there, when we get back in the back of the limo, I need you to put the pedal down, man, and let's get out of there. Look here, young brother. Well, how old are you, man? I'm 24. Yeah, that's what I figured. Look here. I don't do that, brother. Hold on, man. You a driver, dog. Your job is to drive. If you pick somebody up, first of all, you ain't supposed to be asking nobody where they going, what doing. You're supposed to drive. Okay, let me stop. What I'm telling you is, man, once we come out the bank, drive. Let me stop you. That's why I'm driving. Instead of working somewhere else driving, because I was ignorant like you at one time. Now, let me tell you something, brother. I don't know your business and really don't care at this point in time. I'm not doing no crazy like this here. Brother, let me tell you something, man. What you need to do is get your young in some type of training school or something to find yourself a job. You gonna go down there and them gonna blow your brains out. I ain't really trying to hear all this right here. What I'm trying to do is pay you this $150. You drive me where I'm trying to go, and you bring me back to my park. Listen, brother, you can't get right now. Not even no advice. You need to listen to me. That's what's wrong with you, young now. Y'all crazy. It's like all overnight type. Boy, you need to slow down because they got some. You feel me? They got some. Man, hold on, man. Hold on. What you know? You don't know nothing. You don't know me at all. I need to know you, brother. How you gonna be preaching to me, dog? Because I've been there, man. That's why I'm driving a limo. Because I've been there. Young brother, I'm trying to keep you from going there. Because you won't like it. Look at it. I don't know what to tell you at this point. First of all, I'm not doing it. So you can cut that out. Okay? Now I'm thinking of you and all the other young brothers that do this dumb You watch too many of them movies or something. Brother, you need to get your straight because they got to pay for you. Bro, let me tell you something. They read my mouth, I read it. Anything my mama told me, they didn't want me to know, they cut it out. Do you feel me? They looked at me every night when they wanted to. Fed me garbage that I had to eat or die. You ain't ready for that, man. You ain't ready for it. Why think he got your name? You brothers don't know what's going on out here. You got it too easy. See? Now you talking about going down there robbing the bank. You ain't no bank robber. You don't sound like no thugger with a limo. The way you going, you ain't making nothing because they will blow your young away about their paper. You don't understand that. And you ain't ready for no jail. Can I say one more thing to you? Yeah, what is it? All I want to do is tell you this, that I'm nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And your boy Cordell got me to prank phone call you. I don't give a who you are. If you around with them folks downtown, they're going to blow you. They're going to give you 100 years under the jail. Did you just hear what I just said, though? Well, you said something about, well, my partner, you know, no. I said, I'm nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your boy, another driver, Cordell, got me to prank phone call you. Nephew Tommy. Oh, you mean Steve Harvey on the radio? No, man, no. Are you serious, man? Hey, Cecil, your boy Cordell got me to prank phone call you, man. Ooh, I'm gonna get that.
He's about 10 minutes dry. I'm gonna come put it on the fly.
He said, be careful. He said, Big Cecil, he been down there. He done some time. Yeah? In there. All right, man. Calm down, baby. Calm down, man. I got one more question to ask you, man. What's the baddest radio show in the land? I want to let you Tommy, but the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I got you, baby. Me and your boy Cordell got you. Yeah, well, I'm going to get him. If I ever meet you, brother, I owe you one, too.
I think we could have got away with it. I really do.
No.
He owes old school and he wasn't having it, you know.
No, he had some sense.
Yeah.
Listen, wow.
See, I done been down there, young buck. I see what you're trying to do. Again, you don't want to go down there.
Strawberry Letter up next, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, is my Strawberry Letter for today's subject. This young man has me weak in the knees.
Okay.
All right, right now though, it's the nephew here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nat?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to go through my archives here, Shirley. Find something.
Still dealing with that old school Rolodex, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the best way. All my stuff written.
Today.
Ain't nothing online.
Nothing, Junior, right?
Yeah. This is all filed. This is like library. These pranks are filed. You know what I'm saying? This is when you go to the what's that thing you used to go to in the library? And they, oh my God, what is that called?
Card catalog. Oh yeah, with a
card catalog. Yeah. Pull it up and it's a screen. That's the first time we was really looking at a screen right there. That's right there. But anyway, it's those kind of archives, okay?
Yes.
Okay, it's those kind of archives. But anyway, this right here is church parking lot. Church parking lot. I'm looking at it right here in the files. Church parking lot. Okay, it's written in pencil with a number 2 pencil. Church.
Boxes they were represented from Trump. Marlon
Undersea.
He got a prank in here. What is he doing with a prank in there? Church parking lot. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello, this is Brendan.
Brendan. Hey, I'm trying to reach you.
How you doing?
How you doing? Brendan, I want to make sure I got the right person. You the person that you work at the first of all, I go to
what's your name again?
My name Calvin. Brother Calvin. Brother, I go to St. Missionary Baptist Church where you.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So everything all right?
Everything's fine. Well, I got a little issue, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Now, you work in the before service start. You work in the parking lot on
I do attending. Yeah.
Yeah, and you tell people where to park and stuff, right?
Right. Would you looking for some employment? You wanna join us?
Nah. See, the issue I got, man, I've been dealing with this probably about the last 2 months now.
What's wrong, brother?
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to tell you. So the problem is when I come to the church, last couple of months, man, I've been like my regular car that broke down on me, so I got an old van that I've been.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. I got an old van that I've been.
how are you? No, you don't want to do this because they're going to bring you right back. Spooked when he spotted one of our cameras and today we got the booty man.
Coca-Cola used to have actual cocaine in it. The Wild West. Coca-Cola used to have actual cocaine in it. The Wild West had stricter gun laws than your city does right now. And America, land of the free, ran its own program to forcibly sterilize 60,000 people, then handed the blueprint straight to the Nazis. Every single thing you just heard is true. And your school taught you the exact opposite. For 13 years, they fed you a version of American history that was carefully edited, conveniently cleaned up, and in 111 specific places. Flat out wrong. Today, we're cracking open all of it. No spin, no textbook, and definitely no apology. Smash that subscribe button right now, because your friends are walking around quoting fake history with total confidence. 1. Imagine inventing breakfast just so people would stop being horny. That was the entire mission of Sylvester Graham and John Harvey Kellogg. Two health nuts who genuinely believed that food would kill your urges. Graham gave America Kellogg gave America both men were convinced, and
What? Coca-Cola. Damn.
The Pilgrims landed expecting confused strangers, and instead had a native man who greeted them in fluent English. His name was Squanto, and his backstory is brutal. He had already been kidnapped and dragged to Europe as a slave, where he picked up the language. He eventually made it home. The Pilgrims were stunned. Squanto basically became their translator and survival coach. So the heartwarming first Thanksgiving was powered by a man whose English skills came from surviving the kidnapping. 8. The American Civil War kicked off with a forces shelled Fort Sumter for roughly 34 hours straight. Cannons roared. Smoke filled the sky. Both sides braced for carnage. Yet somehow not a single soldier died in the fight itself. The only death came afterward during a surrender ceremony when a cannon misfired. So the bloodiest war in American history opened with the world's least deadly fireworks show. 9. A man calmly boarded a plane in 1971, ordered a drink, then announced he had a bomb. He called himself D.B. Cooper. He demanded $200,000 and several parachutes. The airline handed everything over. Passengers were released. Then, somewhere over the Pacific Northwest, Cooper opened the rear stairs and jumped into the freezing night sky. Investigators searched for decades. He vanished completely. To this day, nobody knows who he was or whether he even survived them. 10. Americans light fireworks. Every July 4th to celebrate a date that is technically wrong. Congress actually voted for independence on July 2nd, and John Adams was so sure that date would be the big one that he basically called it. He was off by 2 days. The famous document was finalized on the 4th. The Southern United in August, so the entire country throws a nice birthday party on the day that was essentially declared. 11. Everybody says this about the beach. Everybody's wrong. The man saw the cliff coming and jumped for it. As the Watergate scandal closed in, the House was gearing up to impeach him, and the votes were clearly there. Nixon read the room. Lawmakers sharpened their pens. So in 1974, he simply resigned on live television, or they could officially do it. He dodged the impeachment label by quitting, which is basically rage quitting the presidency to avoid getting kicked from the game. 12. The Pony Express sounds like it shaped the whole frontier, yet it barely lasted longer than it did. The whole operation ran for only about 18 months. Brave riders galloped across dangerous terrain, delivering mail at breakneck speed. People were impressed, investors were hopeful. Then the telegraph wires went up, letting messages zip across the country instantly, and the entire force-based system became pointless overnight. So this legendary American icon was basically a startup that got crushed the moment better tech arrived. 13. People scream about the Confederate flag, completely unaware they are arguing about the wrong flag. The design everyone fights over was never the official national flag of the Confederacy. It was just a battle flag carried by one army group. Historians sigh. Internet warriors keep posting it anyway. The actual Confederate national flags look totally different and are mostly forgotten today. So the most controversial symbol in American history is technically a military banner that got voted entirely by accident. 14. The story goes that settlers bought all of Manhattan for $24 in Chinese, which is adorable and also nonsense. That dollar figure was a wild guess scribbled down in the 1800s. The Lenape people who lived there did not even believe land could be owned. They likely thought they were agreeing to share it. Settlers assumed otherwise. So the greatest real estate deal in history was really two groups completely misunderstanding each other, with one side accidentally claiming the island. 16. The Statue of Liberty is famously Greek, but she spent her early years looking like a giant Chinese head. When France first delivered her, she was gleaming copper brown, bright and metallic. New York was admired her. Tourists gawked. Then nature got to work, and over roughly 30 years the copper oxidized into that famous green coating. Some officials actually wanted to repaint her to stop it. So the most iconic green statue on Earth was originally the color of a brand new crown. 16. Charles Lindbergh gets crowned as the first man to fly across the Atlantic, and that crown is slightly too big for his head. Dozens of people had already crossed that ocean. Pilots had done it in stages. Crews had done it together. Lindbergh's actual achievement was being the first to fly it solo and on which is really impressive. So he earned it, just not the first. First at a very specific thing. 17. The fortune cookie feels deeply Chinese, yet it has almost nothing to do with China. The little cracker with the tiny prophecy was popularized in California, most likely by Japanese-American bakers experimenting with sweet treats. Diners loved them. Restaurants ran with it. The cookies eventually got tied to Chinese meant they were getting treated for their illness. They were not. Officials had a cure available. They withheld it. The men suffered while researchers calmly took notes, studying syphilis as it destroyed their bodies. Families were never warned. It only ended when a whistleblower exposed it. So America ran one of its cruelest medical betrayals in plain sight. 20. The story of young George Washington chopping a cherry tree and bravely confessing is pure fiction. A biographer named
I actually heard that before.
made the whole thing up. He wanted his book to sell, so he invented a wholesome tale about honesty. Readers ate it up. Schools repeated it. Generations of children grew up believing a totally fabricated story about a kid and an actress. So the
I know,
most
right?
famous lesson about telling the truth in American history was built entirely on a lie. 21. Grover Cleveland holds a record so weird it sounds like a math error. He is both the 22nd and 24th president. Somehow counted twice. Lost and then then they missed him. So 4 years later, they brought him right back, making him the only president to serve 2 terms with another man's term. So America's changed twice with a gap. History makes this shrug and number twice. 22. Really, the case of most people, 21 men, for every year this year, which is a perfect legend and almost entirely made up. The real number was far smaller, probably around 4 to 9. Storytellers love this number. Newspapers ran with it. The poetic idea of a man with one kill in this race was too good to fact check. So the deadliest outlaw of the frontier was boasting of market value. A strong young man whose body count got inflated by people who loved to hide his story. Plenty of Americans have escaped from strictly a southern problem, but the North was deeply in it too. Northern states owned enslaved people for generations. The North particularly dragged its feet for an embarrassingly long time. Lawmakers stalled. Owners resisted. The state did not fully abolish slavery until 1827, long after the nation loved to picture itself as the land of the free. So the moral high ground the North enjoys in textbooks was built on a foundation it conveniently forgot to mention. 24. Movies show Plains tribes thundering across the prairie on horseback, like they always had horses, but they did not. There were no horses in the Americas at all before Europeans arrived. Tribes had to hunt and travel on foot for centuries. Then Spanish colonizers brought horses over.
Do you like
Peoples
horses?
adopted them brilliantly and fast.
I don't like horses.
Within a few generations, they became some of the finest riders on the planet. So the iconic image of the mountain warrior was actually a stunning upgrade powered by accidental engines. 25. Not just had everything they won, but it showed up surprisingly late. The phrase only became the official national motto in 1956, to the Cold War. Politicians wanted to look distinct. Congress agreed. The original thinking never made the nation's motto at all. So a Americans belt out at every ball game as patriotic poetry stated was invented by a former freezing air freezer. While working remote jobs, Steve and basically everything was created by a life form trying to survive within the hills in the frozen wilderness. 38. Lizzie Borden is forever the woman who actually carries, except for actual Alcott work. The listeners described the convicted murder with imagination. The jury did not. Evidence was shaky. Doubts were real. The magic pill stands about 40 wax. Spread faster than any verdict ever could. Grand verdict never returned. So one of America's most notorious murders is killing done forever by a police rather than a actual 31. Why did the who America looks a lot like a hostile takeover?
You're like an island boy.
U.S. forces. So a casual phrase in one man's correspondence became one of the most quoted constitutional principles in the world, despite never actually being in the Constitution at all. 41. Calvin Coolidge got sworn to be president in the most military way imaginable. The provision was quickly harmed and utilized the same president had died. There was no family ceremony, no marble ball. His own father, a humble notary public, administered the oath by the glow of a kerosene lamp in the middle of the night. Then Coolidge reportedly went back to bed. So one of the most powerful jobs on earth was handed over by lamplight on a quiet country farm. 42. The gold rush made fortunes, just not for the people frantically digging for gold. Most miners arrived broke, struggled in the dirt, and left even broker. The real winners were the merchants. Shovel sellers got rich. Net makers thrived. One clever fellow named Levi Strauss started selling sturdy denim pants to miners and built an empire. So while desperate prospectors chased shiny dreams in the mud, the smartest people in California simply sold them to schools and walked away wealthy. 43. Americans love debating their many wars, but the war quietly outkilled all the others combined. The Civil War was staggeringly deadly. Brothers fought brothers. Disease spread through camps. By the end, more Americans had died in that single conflict than in every other U.S. war added together. Bullets, infection, and starvation took an unimaginable toll. So the bloodiest enemy America ever faced was not some foreign power across the ocean. It was itself, tearing apart its people on home soil. 44. In the 1800s, the U.S. Army helped wipe out tens of millions of bison, and the cruelty was strategic. Officials realized that Plains nations depended on the herds for food, clothing, and survival. So destroying the bison meant destroying the people. Hunters slaughtered relentlessly. Soldiers encouraged it. The animals were left rotting by the thousands across the prairie. So one of the largest mass killings of animals in history was was partly a deliberate plan to starve Native communities into surrender.
Makes sense.
45. Conspiracy fans insist the eye and pyramid on the dollar bill is secret Illuminati branding, but the truth is far more boring. The design was created back in 1782 for the nation's Great Seal. The unfinished pyramid simply represented a young country still being built. The eye symbolized watchful providence. There was no shadowy cabal, just some founders taking symbolism. So the spooky Illuminati evidence people point to on their cash is really just patriotic clip art. From the 18th century to 46, the Spanish flu got its name through a global misunderstanding. The deadly 1918 pandemic did not actually start there. During World War I, most countries censored news of the outbreak, wartime morale high. Spain was neutral. Spain reported honestly. Because Spanish newspapers openly covered the disease, the rest of the world assumed it began there to slap the country's name on it. So an entire nation got blamed for a plague simply for telling the truth. 47. Buffalo wings contain exactly 0 buffalo, which disappoints absolutely no one once they taste them. The name comes from the city, not the animal. They were invented in Buffalo, New York, back in 1964, reportedly whipped up late one night at a bar using leftover chicken parts nobody wanted. Customers devoured them. Word spread fast. The spicy snack soon conquered sports bars across the country. So the All-American wing got its name from the city, and the buffalo had nothing to do with it. 48. H.H. Holmes is sold as America's first serial killer with a terrifying murder castle full of trapdoors and gas chambers. Much of that was newspaper fantasy. Reporters of the era loved a gruesome story and cranked the details up wildly. Some crimes were real, many were exaggerated. The legendary building of horrors was nowhere near as elaborate as the headlines screamed. So one of the creepiest tales in American history was partly a real killer and partly a tabloid sales strategy built on hype. 41. For generations, Native American children were ripped from their families and shipped to boarding schools built to erase them. These schools had a chilling goal. Officials wanted to strip away every trace of Native identity. Children were forbidden from speaking their language in school. Their traditions were banned. Their hair was cut and their names were changed in an effort to force assimilation. So under the polite label of education, the government ran a system designed to quietly wipe out entire cultures, one child at a time. 50. Many Americans assumed that counting children pure democracy, but those men actually ignored that. They worried that unchecked mob rule would spiral into chaos, so they deliberately designed the republic instead. Power got divided, representatives got elected, layers of checks were stacked everywhere to slow down hasty decisions. The founders openly distrusted the idea of the majority always getting its way anyway. So the country creating
Four-way.
democracy banner was intentionally engineered to be something a bit more cautious. 51. James Madison helped build the entire nation. He did it while being absolutely right. The man stood
Why he
barely
gotta
5
do that? I
foot
gotta do him like
and weighed
that.
around 100 pounds soaking wet. He was the smallest president in history. Critics underestimated him constantly. Opponents towered over him. This makes such think they're basically far bigger men. Get pleasantly buzzed, one orchard of booze apples at a time. 53. West Virginia exists purely because part of Virginia refused to go along with the rebellion. When Virginia succeeded to join the Confederacy during the Civil War, the mountainous western counties wanted no part of it. They preferred the Union. They argued. They split.
Got that tuna,
So
baby.
they broke away and formed their own brand new state,
Got that tuna, baby. Boom, boom,
so an
boom,
entire
boom.
state on the modern
Let's
map
go.
was born out of a stubborn regional argument about whose side to fight on. 54. Long before America existed, Native people pulled off a revolt so successful they kicked an empire out for over a decade. In Pueblo people of New Mexico rose up against their Spanish colonizers. They were tired of the brutality. They coordinated brilliantly. The uprising drove the Spanish completely out of the region for more than 12 years. So, one of the most effective anti-colonial revolts on the continent happened generations before the famous American Revolution, and almost nobody talks about it. 55. The iconic Hollywood sign started life as a tacky billboard selling houses. Originally, it did not say Hollywood at all. It read Hollywood, advertising a fancy new housing development in New York City. Developers wanted titles. The giant letters were just marketing. The land part eventually fell into disrepair and got removed, leaving behind the world-famous word we know today. So the glamorous symbol of movie star dreams was really a real estate ad that accidentally became the most recognizable sign on the planet. 56. The legend says radio broadcast of War of the Worlds sent extreme panic over an alien invasion. That mass hysteria mostly never happened. Very few people actually freaked out. Newspapers, however, hated radio for stealing their advertisers, so they wildly exaggerated the chaos to make the new medium look dangerous. Readers believed it. The myth stuck. So the most famous media panic in history was largely invented by jealous newspapers trying to sabotage their broadcasting rivals. 57. Ketchup is the king of American condiments, but its original version would horrify any modern burger fan. The earliest ketchup contained no tomatoes whatsoever. Instead, it was a funky fermented fish sauce, salty and pungent and slightly alarming. People poured it on everything. Tomatoes only got added much later, transforming it into the sweet red goop everyone knows. So the stuff Americans squirt onto fries by the gallon began as essentially rotted fish juice, which is a blow-up nobody saw coming. 58. The Hatfields and McCoys waged one of the most famous feuds in American history, and part of it kicked off over a pig. A dispute about who owned the animal helped ignite years of bitter conflict between the two families. Tempers flared. Grudges festered. But the feud was not all dramatic mountain shootouts, since a good chunk of the fighting actually played out in courtrooms with lawsuits and legal battles. So America's deadliest family rivalry partly began in livestock and was partly settled with paperwork. 59. During World War II, the United States locked up around 120,000 Japanese Americans for the crime of existing. Most of them were actual U.S. citizens. They had committed no offense, fear and racism. After Pearl Harbor drove the government to round them up, families lost homes, people lost businesses. They were shoved into bleak internment camps surrounded by barbed wire, simply for their heritage. So while America fought tyranny abroad, it was busy imprisoning its own innocent citizens at home. 60. Everyone learns that Ben Franklin flew a kite.
Oh yes, baby! Oh yes! One more! 48 minutes away from an NBA World Championship. When it's close! When it's close! One more! What am I talking about? Kick my video, please! Now it's time for the next battle in what has become a riveting fight. The most dominant finals first half you'll ever see. So this is a team that believes that they can make a comeback. The Knicks trail by as many as 29. You always have a chance to go out there and take it to another level. Plus, his fires up at Ray.
After watching, call and be down once again do one thing that we hate.
This nigga is excited.
Was with double-digit time left on the shot clock. You're not chewing up the clock. You're not making sure the ball gets touched inside. You're not doing any things. And they would somehow, some way, as the Knicks were making shots, Alvarado coming off the bench and bringing up big time.
Freaking hungry. Stephen A. Smith has been waiting for like 53 years. Oh, dude.
That's where I'm at right now. I haven't slept much. Instead, I was tossing and turning, but with glee, with excitement. Sensing what is here. 48 minutes away from a 53-year drought. One game. 48 minutes. 3 shots. 3 shots at the apple. Don't let it come to that. All-time individual performance by OG Avenado.
OG and Nana.
Just the second half. We gotta realize and remember, Jalen Brunson kept the Knicks relevant throughout the second quarter. He went for about 15 to 17 points in the second quarter. And then all of a sudden, he didn't take one breather in the second half. And he showed what true leadership was all about. Because he was not only the facilitator and the floor general, but he was
Put it on a bun and eat.
Finishing in traffic, and then OG Anunoby, the 2020 26 version of Scottie Pippen was getting it done on both ends. If they needed him to guard Wemby, he done it. If they needed him to stop Stephon Castle or Dylan Harper, he done it. On top of that, he had two moments that solidified him for his jersey retired after the big time block and the big time tipping. Two moments that we will remember for the rest of our lives.
Greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. It is the greatest experience that I've ever had in my life. I've been on this earth 58 years. My mom and dad had me. I'm telling you right now, my life is
I don't care what it is on the menu. I just want to eat it. Put it on a bun and eat. I am hungry. We hungry.
search for a girl who is swept into the ocean off the coast of Livonia
shit, I was like, well, I do see.
From secret hand gestures to fake patrol cars, the police are...
This could be the last time I speak about myself. There's a chance that I might not make it off. And the journalist, who has very bad blood, has been trying to publish a story on me for more than 2 years. But I didn't want that to be the last word on my life. I'm here to communicate about the possibility of a major forgotten episode of history. I'm talking about lost civilization.
So most people think civilization started 6,000 years ago?
Yes.
Do you believe there's strong evidence that there could have been a previous civilization?
20,000 years ago, and I'm going to present the evidence for that. And it suggests a golden age, where there was no violence, no cruelty, where great healers and sages were at work. They're extremely sophisticated. However, if you follow the myths further, as I've done, you find something odd happens. find that they stepped away from the original purity and become a culture that begins to impose its power on others throughout the world. And then sewn into those myths is scientific information, which we call a gigantic cataclysm, all but wiping out the human race.
If what you're saying is true, what does that mean for our lives? I guess also our future.
Well, there's always this feeling in the myth that we brought this upon ourselves. And when I look at our civilization today, I see a civilization that ticks all the mythological boxes for the next lost civilization, and that we are most likely to be forced by heaven unless we wake up.
Graham Hancock, what will you care about on your last day?
Most of all,
this is super interesting to me. My team gave me this report to show me how many people watch the show subscribe, and some of you have told us, according to this, that you are unsubscribed from the channel right now. So I'm going to ask all of you, please can you check right now if you hit the subscribe button if you are making videos to share with other people. We're approaching my significant number on this show in terms of the subscribe button. So if there was one simple, free thing that you could do to help us continue to work here, to keep the show free, to keep improving year over year and look every week, it's just to hit that subscribe button, just to check it. Anything on the last one. If you do that, I'll make sure every single week, every single week, I hire to bring my guests and conversations. I stay true to my promises. At the beginning of the virus here, I will not let you down. Please help us. Really appreciate it. Let's get the show. Graham Hancock, I guess the first question I wanted to ask you is, what is it you've committed the last more than 30 years of your life to understanding?
well, it is a puzzle. A puzzle by aspects of human life. There's a lot to go about. Major forgotten episodes. That's why I refer to us as a species with amnesia. Because that's I give credit to Emmanuel Bellacossi, who wrote a book called Mankind. I think we are a species. Something very and when I turn to the experts, I find much of what they say very interesting and very useful. But some of what they say extremely unsatisfactory and not responding to the problems that I have. And that's led me to take my own approach to look at that and to offer, with this as mainly an author, occasionally my TV show, to offer them an alternative point of view, which is rational and solidly based, but which is contrary to key aspects of most we only have decipherable written scripts of the last 1,000 before that, we don't have any go back 10, 12, 15, 20,000 years. All you can base it on from an archaeological point of view is what they can dig out. And I think what they're missing, the ancients did leave us memories of what they went through. We have myths and traditions and scriptures from all around the world which record a gigantic cataclysm affecting the human race and all but wiping out the human race. Everybody knows the story of the flood of Noah. Of course, the flood of Noah is just one example. Exaggerated. They all be very important academic study published in the 1960s, a book called Hamlet's Myth by Giorgio Santillana, professor of the history of science.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking for a vehicle for a while, a couple of days.
Professor of history of science. This is not me speaking. This is major historians of science in the 1960s. they found encoded in those myths numbers and imagery that could only relate to one thing, and that's an obscure astronomical phenomenon, the precession of the equinoxes. I'm not going to go into the technical details, but to observe it and to record it and to predict its effects in the future involves very precise astronomical calculations. So here we have this global capitalism. There's so much anxiety in the world during the Ice Age, again dismissed as just total coincidence and less significant. I feel that there are a number of options, and again, stress this because there's so much science.
I got a headache. Shit.
Very large comet. Comes in, gets captured by the sun's gravity, goes into that orbit. While you're dealing with one large object, the chances of getting hit are extremely low. It would be very bad if you did. The trouble is, very large planet or the sun start to break into multiple parts, and this is what happens. Instead of being a single bullet, it becomes thousands of which we've catalogued quite a lot. Numbers of them. Comet Enki is the best known bit of that former comet. Many of the academics look at this, think that Comet Enki, which is about 6 kilometers in diameter, which does cross the orbit of the Earth, they think that that was the source comet, but whereas the other team are saying, no, that's a bit of the source comet. There were many other bits as well. And 12,800 years ago, 12,860 approximately, the Earth went into a storm of these fragments. None of them big enough to compare with the object that wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, but all over the world. The Earth is turning, this stuff comes in. They found it in the west coast of North America, they found it in Belgium.
Oh, yeah.
The Earth turns, this stuff is just coming. Most of it is blowing up the Earth.
Need to look for a car spawn.
So their argument is the Earth was hit by comet spin. This explains what happened. 12,800 years ago, we were still in the Ice Age, but the Earth was coming out.
I need to make that payout. I need money now.
Normally expect that to the Earth, instead of warming, it suddenly goes. This is the time all the they're all wiped out in that window around that 12,800. Most important of all, it's very mysterious.
Got a little time on it. Got a little 5 o'clock shadow action.
When the Earth is entering the cold. Normally when the Earth
That little get up is, I mean, that little green action is tight time. Oops.
About 1,200 years of freezing, desperately cold conditions. And then 1,600 years ago, suddenly warms up. I mean, and I think explanations are needed for them. And because 12,800 years
Yo, you can hear me?
And maybe some other explanation. What will be confused is that the Area 5 was a catastrophe. It was global.
All right, bro. We was driving down Mockingbird yesterday, right? And there was this black chick. She was in a silver truck. This motherfucker had a chihuahua, like a dog. I thought it was a teddy bear at first, but it wasn't. She had a chihuahua on a like a cord strapped to the back of her truck and was just dragging the dog down the street. Bro, cars was just honking at her. She just wasn't hearing none of it. Drove all the, like, from Ambler to shit, almost 14th. This dog just bouncing on the back. Boop, 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 boop. Yes. Like, we was behind her, and there was this other truck, this Mexican cat. And he was speeding up, like trying to like honk at her, and she was just like, she was oblivious to what was going on. It's just, man, it's one of the craziest shits I've ever seen. I was like, God dang. I was like, there ain't no way this lady's running through the middle of town with this dog hooked up to the back of his tailgate like this. Like a real one, like a real animal. Like they finally got a player. Where'd he go? I know I seen his ass. I know that wasn't no zombie. There he is, right there. I don't want to scare. I don't want him to see me. Where's he going? There's the river right there. He can't go down too much further. Man, yeah, bro. Yeah, that's just crazy to me. The way man, yeah, it was just bad. Little bitty. It was like a little dachshund. Let me some dachshunds. He going to that little camp right there. He going inside there. I'm 3, 2, going on in there. Can't see me yet. Talk to him. No, he looked like a freshie. He looked like he ain't even got a gun. So I was trying to take a picture of like the back of the plate and everything, but she was like, man, she was dipping in and out of traffic with this little pup, this thing on the back. But like, she finally got stopped in front of like teachers right there, and she got out the vehicle, and then she started to like pick the dog up and like remove it from the back of the vehicle. But other than that, I don't know what happened to her. Like she drove off and nothing happened. I'm sure people got her license plate. She was driving for a while. Hey, man. Her, him, they, them was one of them. Oh, he took out. He kept going. I need this stuff. Do I not have a? I sure don't. Take it like this. He must have kept going. I'm gonna follow. Trail. He gotta be on this trail. Not gonna follow the trail. It's not gonna. I have 2 dogs. Bro, that dude was booking it, man. Might be that Brennan cat. I'm trying to go to Brennan. Oh, I had to make it turn it down for a second. Which creek? Which creek? Which creek area? Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember that. Different person, different time. I just heard a gunshot. Oh yeah. Maybe he's going back to Cullen Building. Oh, this dude is talking about hidden civilizations and shit.
Full of nano diamonds, tiny diamonds, microscopic size.
How old is humanity really?
Our civilization didn't discover Antarctica until 1820. So its appearance on a map drawn in 50
So kind of depends. Sometimes I'll follow them until, like, I find out where their base is at, if they have a base. Sometimes I'll follow them and watch them and see, like, watch their freshy life. Sometimes I'll approach them and see what it is they're doing, see what kind of interaction it's gonna be. Yeah, but I'll scout them out for a little bit, depending. But that one, he was just running like kind of out the way. He kind of fresh. He was just running in this direction. So I was kind of figuring he was coming over to this town. I was sitting in this town the other day. Had some good interactions. I thought it was his ass right there. Oh, come here. One. Knock it up, two. Oh, come here. All right. Playing with that dude. Let me see. Oh. Oh, come on, brother. Chill out. Bro, 2 cuts. It made the zombies ridiculous. Or I'll just sit and wait for them to come into a town and aggro. I'll make I'll set up traps and shit. The other day I set up this duo with a car. I put a landmine by the driver door, and then I put a tripwire in the passenger side. Oh, but they had like shot me for my car like the day before. So like I'll get into like wars with like little bitty factions and shit. The interactions are hard to come by. This one gets the max is out at 60 pop, and by this one gets up to like 60 plus. That's him right there, 60 plus 12. Like it was like close by the hospital. Check the police station. Nope. Let's shut all the doors. Come here. The cat hit this motherfucker, kept it moving, huh? I see here. I need to give me that. How about that FOOD or that something to eat? Oh, I'm trying to run through that thing. Trying to run through the thing. I really want a car. Out of running. Oh, brother.
They're a hunter-gatherer civilization. So archaeologists are having to confront a reversal of their model at the moment. And I think there's room in that reversal of the model for a forgotten episode in the human story.
Tell me about this forgotten episode in the human story.
Yeah, it's remembered all around the world as a golden age, where there was no violence, no cruelty, where great healers and sages were at work, where powers and
I want the car.
telekinesis, which are regarded as completely non-existent by our societies, were regarded as a matter of fact of life. That's a civilization that emerged out of shamanism and made something good. But then, if you follow the myths further, as I've done, something odd happens. You find that they stepped away from the original purity, that they've become a culture that begins to impose its power on others around the world. And that's always given as a reason for the cannibalism. It's that we angered the gods. Might have been with our noise, might have been with our irreverence. We angered the gods, and they set the flood. They weren't happy with their creation. They wanted to start again, wipe the slate. And so there's always this feeling in the myth that I can't explain.
I almost said down.
What it comes from.
And play the game here.
Is that in some way we are
going here. Watch me grit the wood, right? Watch me spit it.
Those people not understanding the forces of Mother Nature and trying to sort of justify it as.
or perhaps a deeper understanding of the forces of Mother Nature. Maybe. Perhaps the way that human beings are operating in the world today should be included amongst the forces of nature. We are a geological force. And worse than that, we're a psychic force, which is full of anger and hatred and suspicion and mutual destruction.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good for nature. That's going to be disturbing. We're an integrated system, in my view. We're not separate. Human beings are part of all of this, and what we do affects all of that, and that's what the ancient myths seem to testify to. So, if I may finish on that, when I look at our civilization today, I don't want to go off on a rant, but when I look at our civilization today, I see a civilization that ticks all the mythological boxes, every single thing that makes this civilization. And I envisage a situation 10 or 15,000 years from now,
Fuck, I'm at.
we will be a myth, a fantasy, that our ancestors actually could speak to one another, our ancestors. We could go to the depths of the ocean. The archaeologists at that time said, we can actually just made up. And we don't need it. We don't need civil activity because we're so scientifically messed up as a species. We'll end up doing it to ourselves. That's what nuclear math.
I can't get enough caffeine in my body right now with these sodas. I need a coffee.
Processes that drive them. Very dangerous. Very effective
It's bots.
When you look around the whole place, very low consistency. And everything in these people who are focused on this also gets me in trouble.
Rose or Rebecca. Yeah, I had to go there. I have to go up there before I seen that there not too long ago. I got my W-2 or something. Nah.
Differences in different cultures all around the world. This is wonderful, but it doesn't have to come with, and we are better than you. And we're going to kill you because you don't share our ideas. This is insane. It's crazy. We're not a mature species, we're a childish species. And leading our species are leaders who have the mentality of deranged teenagers.
We elected them.
Yeah, we did. Very unfortunately, which shows how easy it is to manipulate the narrative in the world today. Today, who wins in elections isn't the best person, isn't the good person, isn't the person who's going to do good, it's the best communicator who wins.
So this ancient civilization that we could have theoretically forgotten, you were somewhat implying that maybe they were right, that their own actions caused the Great Flood, as they say. They talk about it in mythology.
Well, I floated that notion. They might have been. But it's enough to say that that's what they believe. Because that's what the myth says.
No.
The story is prefigured in ancient Sumer with an almost identical flood myth. The gods are angry. A great flood is going to be sent. The intention is to wipe out humanity. But this god is called Enki. Says to Atrahasis, I'm going to save you. Build a boat. Build it now. A big one. Put into it the seeds and all the things that you will need
It's a white man talking about the
of every kind.
Anunnaki.
This is a kind of survival arc, which is exactly the same as Noah's Ark is just copied on that. It's just borrowed from that.
Because people gonna say, well, these are just stories, these are fictions. There's no
You're welcome. My job has
It's that house. It's
it's not engine boats, not metal boats. You can do it on places as well. Look at Polynesians, look at the vast distances they explore
That's funny.
Mavericks, people who go against the grain,
Mm.
no matter how much shit they have to take.
Maybe I need to eat. Maybe I need to eat something. You know my tummy hurt. Oh, y'all still don't drink. Yesterday was 12? Yesterday was 20 months. Oh. This nigga talk about Khufu now? Yup. Oh. All right. there we go. That's Luca. I'm talking shit. I don't know. Probably. Need a base. That's it. I'm due time.
They say it's a coincidence. However, I could agree with that. If the scale was not 143,000 to 1, but the fact that it's 143,210, that belongs to the sequence of numbers that is found in internet all around the world. And those numbers occur multiple
So I'll even take a truck. And I'll even take that truck. Yeah. Hello?
That's astrology. At the moment,
Hi, my name is Kevin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alright, I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking, sir. The reason for my call is that I can see in the record that you already have insurance from the marketplace. Is that correct, sir?
You said what?
I said you have already had insurance from the marketplace, like Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Ambassador, Aetna, Oscar, Cigna, Humana, United Healthcare.
Jimena.
Do you have marketplace insurance? Do you
Jimena.
have Humana?
I have Jimena.
Alright, perfect, sir. And did you receive your welcome package and new healthcare insurance card in the mail for this month or not yet?
I have Jimena.
Alright, perfect, sir. And you're still residing in Texas, am I right?
I have him. He or he? He? Jimena.
I say, sir. I know, sir, you have already Humana plan through marketplace, am I right?
Yes, Jimena.
Alright, perfect. And did you receive your welcome package and new healthcare insurance card in the mail for this month or not yet?
Jimena?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimena.
Alright. So just to check your eligibility, how old are you, sir? What's your age right now?
Jimena? Yeah. Well, he hung up. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Damn, maybe I need him in. I'm not feeling so hot. Damn. Oh. What is going on? I need to back the fuck up. Ugh. I got it.
The knowledge comes down from a former time. I don't think the Egyptians knew. I think it came down. I think it was inherited knowledge from what I'm here to advocate for and to speak for the possibility of a major forgotten episode.
Which could be 20,000 years ago, and it passed it down in myths and stories.
Passed it down, but not only in myths and stories. This is something else that I will just hint at here, that I intend to get into in the book, is that there appear to have been organizations in each of these civilizations. In Egypt they were called followers of words. In Sumer they were called the Akalu. They served as advisors to kings. They were called sages. There's a reference to them. Many cultures refer to them as several sages. They provided advice to kings in the historical period. And I'm wondering whether we're looking at some kind of long-lived organization which is carrying down information, looking for see whether they fit or not. And I'm beginning to find this idea does fit. It fits with a whole range of information which will be in your book.
A sage that reports to the king and
Nobody reports to the king, but the king. On everything, on what to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Apkallu in the ancient traditions of Sumer, they existed in the pre-diluvian world. They were there in the world before the flood. And they taught mankind knowledge then. But a flood came, the cataclysm came, they were wiped out. Some of the Apkallu survived, and they appear after the flood as advisors to the earliest historical kings of Sumer. And I'm just wondering whether, there are religions in the world which have maintained traditions and maintained offices, priesthoods, for example, for thousands of years. I don't see why the same should be. There should be some driving motive at the end of the day.
I got enough to make it down there.
And to find mechanisms to pass it down. One mechanism is to admit that others will go on being taught. And another mechanism is to set up some kind of secret society situated behind the scenes to guide the spirit of society. It's a matter you want to see. If I don't find it a satisfactory, I knew all about it. But at the moment it's looking very interesting. But where did all this information? Yeah, it's very odd actually. The fact that it's there is just a fact. All that's left for us to say is either it's still exists, complete loss, or it's the result of a deliberate decision. And if it's the result of a deliberate decision, that weighs much more towards the deliberate decision because the scale shifts. Because the scale is kind of a system that's kind of below it.
What's up?
we all going now? We're going to that type of small.
He's talking about Capri. Okay. That's it. I'm about to have to lay down. I don't feel good. Sick. Hell yeah. Get some food and some coffee in my system. I feel alright. Oh, hell yeah. I'll talk to you later.